50-acre farm in the heart of the Roscommon countryside. It's in our family for 5 generations now, and it's myself and my brother Derek that are the latest ones to take over the farm in the past 3 or 4 years. The farm itself, we rear beef, lamb and free-range pigs. The thing we do quite different is that we market ourselves totally different to your standard farm in the area. We decided to take different routes to market. Instead of going to factories and marts, what we do is we go directly to the end consumer with our product. And so that's what Castlemine Farm is all about, and that's where the brand Castlemine Farm came about. The creation of the brand it was pointless us just going out to sell meat at markets or through a shop if people couldn't identify in some form or another with it. If the housewife or the house husband went home and says, "Oh, I got this lovely piece of meat, where'd you get it?" The farm down the road. That's not good enough from our perspective, so it had to have a name or a brand. So we put Castlemine Farm brand, and to create that, you just create the name first. And people don't misunderstand the brands to be just your logo or your symbol, but your brand is what you create over years of service or years of interaction with the customer. Your brand is how the customer perceives you after so many years in business, or even after 6 months of business. A brand just can't be created overnight. You have to work hard at it, get good product out there, good customer service, every aspect of your business must be good to create a very positive, strong brand. From day one, we decided digital marketing was advantageous to us because we wanted to get out there to the consumer. We found social media is excellent for not only talking about your product, but also about the process. You can inform people by what's going on in the farm, what's going on in the processing unit, and give them more detail than they'd ever got before about their food. And in an era now when people are wanting to trust food or wanting to know more about their food, it's very advantageous that way. Derek, my brother who manages the farm, he writes a blog every couple of weeks just to let people know, and that's got a huge following by all accounts, because people just are interested. Not everybody's from a rural background and they want to know what goes on in the farm. And Derek just writes it in plain English. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's all in all, it's a great way to give people the knowledge, the trust that you need to instill in people about your products. And as well as that, it's a more affordable route for a new enterprise. And every tweet, every little entry on Facebook is adding to this brand that you're trying to grow every day that you're in business. The advice I give to people is, if you have the basic computer skills, and that's not a problem, just get on there, get using it in some form or another. I would avoid overuse of it, would be a key thing. Don't get obsessed by it. Don't be checking it every 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Keep it as a business thing. Have your personal stuff as your own Facebook, Twitter if you want, but keep your business stuff as business and use it strategically. Don't say Twitter would be a great example. You see people just over-tweeting, even businesses, just very random stuff. When I tweet, I want it to sort of mean a bit more. I want people just to not see that, oh, it's just him just tweeting nonsense again or putting nonsense up on Facebook. I think keep it very relevant all the time is the key thing to it, because it moves very fast. The social media it's like lightning. Things come and go within days and weeks. The Eat Only Irish campaign was a seed of an idea in my own head. And I've been saying this since day one during the campaign, is when you're a farmer you spend a lot of time just thinking, because you're on your own most of the time. So it started as a seed of an idea. I was only wondering one day, would it be possible to eat only Irish produce for even a year? And I tweeted something to that effect. And from there it just ballooned. By that evening there was a website, eatonlyirish.com, set up, because there was so much interest from Twitter. And I hadn't that many followers, but it got retweeted a massive amount of times. And my followers on Twitter just rocketed up as well, which is another positive aspect to it. But from there, it went to a website being set up for Eat Only Irish, and then we actually dedicated a whole week to it, where the whole challenge around it was that I myself eat only Irish, but what we wanted to do was get other people to get involved. And through the website, with Facebook page was set up, we got a couple of thousand followers. And I myself was on RTE, TV3, nearly all the radio channels and the newsprint. And in terms of sales then for ourselves, we actually doubled our turnover for that week. And we're up about 50% since, every week since. So it just created a huge amount of awareness. Even locally in Roscommon, people that seen us on Nationwide hadn't realised that our shop was in Roscommon town now, even though they would have passed it probably 3 or 4 times a week. So it's just that awareness that it created in people locally and nationally as well. And from what I hear, it, along with the Voucher Hayes programme on RT, has created a lot of awareness in people about what they're eating. So there could be a bit of a shift towards healthier diets and healthier food. The advice I give is, if you tap into something of interest, instead of just sitting back and waiting for someone else to do it, get on and do it yourself. That's what I done. When we realised that Eat Only Irish was going to be a national thing, we quickly got the website set up, got followers involved, and give people plenty of information. That's what people are looking for, particularly in the food industry that we're in, is people just came looking for, right, like, what information have you got for me, seems to be the key thing. So the advice I give for someone, if you have a seed of an idea that you want to turn into some form of a campaign, is get it out there through social media first, see the reaction, and then if you get the reaction that you're looking for, go for it wholeheartedly and get press releases out to every member of the press. And if it's a catchy thing, like Eat Only Irish was, it'll be absorbed by the entire media like ours was.